Alex McLeish is the new manager of Scotland, the 16th manager of Scotland. The last Scotland manager to win their first game in charge was Tommy Docherty way back in 1971. The officials today are from Denmark. Nikolai Volkwarts is in charge. It will be Georgia to kick us off in the Glasgow sunshine. We don't get to say that very often. Scotland, top of their qualifying group, and they could put 5 points between themselves and Italy before they go to Italy on Wednesday, if they win here. Let's come off Chris Boyd, who already has 4 goals in 5 games for Scotland. Scotland on the same number of points as France at the top of the group, but ahead of them by virtue of the fact that they beat them, of course. Also today in this group, France are in Lithuania and the Ukraine are in the Faroes. Salakvadze will send it back to Lamaya. The Tartan Army out in force today and once again believing in the national side after a disastrous time under the management of Bertie Vogts. Walter Smith made quite an impact. He's now gone back to manage Rangers, and Alex McLeish, former Rangers manager himself, has taken charge. And Klaus Toppmöller is the Georgian coach, back at Hampden Park, where 5 years ago he brought his Bayer Leverkusen side here in the Champions League final, but they lost to Real Madrid. Gary Naismith has had his fair share of injury problems, which has restricted his international career of late. And Alex McLeish rather pleased to be able to call on him at left back. Georgia began their qualifying campaign with a 6-0 win over the Faroes. Scotland achieved the same result. Since then, however, though, Georgia have lost 3 in a row to France, to Italy and to the Ukraine. Kenny Miller. He hasn't had the best of the seasons at club level, Kenny Miller. And he's got a bit to say here to Zurab Kizanishvili. Now Scotland have a free kick. Yes, Miller hasn't scored the goals he would have wished to for Celtic, but he usually delivers for his country. David Weir will go up. Paul Hartley will take the free kick. McCulloch, closely watched by Baduli. Ferguson now. Ferguson with a barge on Shashiashvili. Georgia fancied a free kick, but the Danish referee not interested. And Gary Naismith will take the throw. Hartley. Steered away by Salakvadze, but here's Gary Teal. And he's got a corner. Gary Teal, who left Wigan to join Derby in the January transfer window. Quick corner. Hartley sends it in. And David Weir flashes his header just wide. But that was a big chance for Scotland with 4 minutes on the clock. Georgia just didn't pick up David Weir, but he screwed his header wide. and they'll be hoping they don't come to rue that miss. Big opportunity for Alex McLeish's Scotland. Ferguson, Boyd, Miller, Hartley now for Naismith. Stephen McManus will send it back to Craig Gordon. And that's going to be a free kick. Given away by David Weir. Certainly caught Demetradze. In fact, you heard the cry of pain amid the 50,000 fans at Hampden Park. He's okay now, though. In fact, Demetradze will probably take this. Georgia looked to pose a problem or two. Hooked away by Graham Alexander, but Demetradze can try again. Teal and Hartley double up on Demetradze. Hartley survives the attention of Skittichvili as well. And that will be a free kick for the Scots. Paul Hartley made a big move from Hearts to Celtic in January. Celtic fan as well, so it's a move that means a lot to him. Chris Boyd, full of goals for club and country. Boyd will get to this. He's been given a shove by Kizanishvili. Free kick in a useful position. Needlessly given away really by Kizanishvili. Boyd was going nowhere fast. Well, last time Hartley delivered from here. David Weir got on the end of it but put his header wide. What will come of this? McCulloch and McManus in the mix. Hartley floats in another good one, and it's Chris Boyd who made contact. Kenny Miller retrieves it. And before it can reach McManus, it's cleared by Georgia. Skittichvili, trapped by Teal. Graham Alexander was minding the shot whilst others have gone up for that free kick. David Weir having to intervene. Arveladze wasn't far away. And Georgia have a corner. Shashiashvili on the overlap. And Weir taking no chances, which is wise in the early stages of this international contest. But there is some defending to do for Scotland here. Eli Arver with his left foot will swing this corner in, winning only his third cap. Gary Teal didn't hit it away very well. Demetradze and Gary Naismith nuzzed it behind. And Gary Teal will be rather relieved because it was a woeful attempt to clear here. Look at this. Straight to Demetradze, who didn't make the most of it. Probably surprised to receive it. Naismith bailed out Scotland. Demetradze's corner. The near post flick didn't come off. Lee McCulloch was guarding it. Georgia will try again. Dimitradze, change of plan this time. Mentashashvili gives it back to Dimitradze. Dimitradze. Kobiashvili, the captain. And Hartley's going to marshal that behind for a goal kick. Kobiashvili winning his 68th cap for Georgia today. He's one short of the record holder, Georgi Nemsadze, who actually used to play his football in Scotland with Dundee. Ten minutes played at Hampden in this Group B qualifier for the right to go to Austria and Switzerland for the European Championships of 2008. Gary Teal. Teal centre, so inviting, and Chris Boyd has given the Scots an early lead. He is just a natural-born goalscorer, whether it be for his club Rangers or his country Scotland. The first goal of the Alex McLeish era, and it comes from a man that McLeish himself signed for Rangers. Teal sent over an invitation to score, invitation accepted by Chris Boyd, and it's Scotland 1, Georgia 0. And it didn't take long for Alex McLeish's Scotland to get going. Now Kenny Miller. An early setback for the Georgians, and that's raised the decibels at Hampden Park. Just when you thought the Tartan Army couldn't get any louder and prouder, they just have. McCulloch was taken out there, and there's going to be a yellow card shown here to Mentashashvili. And rightly so, terrible challenge. And the yellow card, the first of the afternoon, goes to Mentashashvili. Chris Boyd hungry, scored a hat-trick for Rangers last week against Aberdeen. And he's carried on from where he left off. Hartley. Well, that has sailed over the head of Gary Teal. Alex McLeish alongside Roy Aitken. Scotland hoping to carry on the good work of Walter Smith and Ali McCoist and Tommy Burns, who had a terrific time in charge, only lost 4 out of 16 games. Scotland hoping to stay on top of the group ahead of their visit to Bari to play Italy on Wednesday night. And if Scotland do win here, they will be 5 points ahead of Italy come that night. The Italians may be a tad worried. Alexander. For Teal. Hartley. He's overrun that. Well, he scored a first-half hat-trick against Aberdeen last week for Rangers, and it didn't take him long to make an impression here. Gary Teal's cross. Chris Boyd always in the right place at the right time, waiting to pounce. And if he hadn't have done, Lee McCulloch might have done. The Boyd done good again. It's 5 goals in 3 starts for Scotland for Chris Boyd. You can't really argue with that much. There are some who question his work rate. And there are some who say that if he's not scoring, he's not giving an awful lot to the team. But he is scoring quite a lot, and that does give a lot to the team. Skitishvili gets it back. Shashiashvili. This is Eli Arber. It's come off Demetradze. Quarter of an hour played. So far, so good for Scotland. Ahead through Chris Boyd's goal. Skitishvili shaking off Hartley. Eli Arber, that's a little loose, and Graham Alexander, and Barry Ferguson and Stephen McManus, and conspire to clear. Ferguson, the Scotland captain. Naismith. Ferguson. Kenny Miller, just lost control of it then. Skitishvili, Mentashashvili. Skitishvili is getting booed after that earlier tackle on McCulloch, which wasn't the best. After such an impressive start in the group, Scotland did suffer a setback themselves when they were beaten in the Ukraine. But even so, they have won 4 of their last 5 games. Gary Teal looking to be the provider again. It's gone a little long this time, but Lee McCulloch is there. And Gary Naismith not far away. Naismith, Boyd, McCulloch, and Gary Teal unable to score. Well, there might have been a flag. Well, Gary Teal was given onside here, post call, and it should have been 2-0. I think Teal may have been surprised himself, and he was unable to steer it past Lemire as the flag stayed down. And Scotland have had A couple of good chances apart from their goal now. David Weir's headed the Wenches wide, and that one-on-one for Teal. Kizanishvili back in Glasgow, where he played for Rangers. David Weir, who is now playing himself for Rangers at the age of 36. Recently joined them from Everton. Ilayava. Kobiashvili. Kobiashvili's got a free kick off Graham Alexander. Caught as well, the Georgian captain. He showed his studs, Graham Alexander. Georgia have a chance to bite back. They'll send their defenders up for it. Demetradze seemed to go for goal. Craig Gordon saw it coming. Nearly sneaked that in though, Demetradze. Here he is again. Kizanishvili, and there's going to be a breakout here, is there from McManus. He's just about kept it going. Naismith for Miller. Boyd is up there with him now. And it's a foul by Miller on Ilayava. Kenny Miller didn't really make the most of that. Tried a touch of the Cristiano Ronaldo's there. But it didn't come off. Ilayava got his body in the way and was sent tumbling. Kobiashvili, he plays for Schalke, currently top of the Bundesliga. An impromptu chorus of Flower of Scotland reverberates around this famous stadium. Scotland have failed to make it to the last 4 major tournaments. Will they be in Austria and in Switzerland in 2008? A lot of work to be done yet. They're going to have to pip either France or Italy or the Ukraine to the runners-up spot. The top 2 teams in each group qualify automatically. No playoffs this time around. A push from Gary Teal on Ilayava. Teal, who set up the goal for Chris Boyd. David Weir allowed a free header. It's helped on by Miller, and then by McCulloch. Boyd got held up, and thought he was actually held, but the referee not interested. Salokvadze clears. Kobiashvili, the captain, trying to inspire Georgia. Oh, and Scotland could be in bother, but it's just gone behind. No joy for Vladimir Baduli. Couldn't quite get there. Scotland pretty content with the way things have gone so far. They have 1 goal, they might have had more. Though Georgia have offered up one or two opportunities themselves. Demetradze free kick. Craig Gordon had to fist away. Kenny Miller latching onto this. Miller! Straight at the keeper, Lamaya. Onside Kenny Miller. He has had a hatful of chances for Celtic lately, not many of which have been taken, it must be said. Jazvili poking that one out. Georgia have lost their last 3 competitive matches. It's 7 years since they actually lost 4 in a row. But they trail the Scots here. 25 minutes on the clock at Hampden Park on a beautiful sunny day in Glasgow. David Weir first to that. Eli Alba. He's making considerable progress here. And for a little 1-2 with Demetradze. Kizanishvili exchanging passes with Salakvadze. Also in this qualifying group, the French, the Italians, the Ukrainians, Lithuanians and the Faroes. Very much the whipping boys of the group already. Scotland beat them 6-0, Georgia beat them 6-0. Scotland favourites to win this today, but they were wary. They lost to Belarus here a couple of years ago unexpectedly in a World Cup qualifier. So they weren't about to take the Georgians lightly. McLeish very much putting the emphasis on attack with the team that he picked. Georgia looking for some sort of response, but Demetradze, who's moved over to the right, unable to offer it for Klaus Toppmüller's side. His first job as an international coach. He did have that remarkable season at Bayer Leverkusen where they finished just about runners-up in everything, concluding the Champions League final here, 2002 to Real Madrid. He was the nearly man, and they were the nearly team. Kobiashvili chasing this, some concern here for Scotland. An early cross too, and it just got a little nudge on it from McManus, I think, to send it behind. And probably the right idea from McManus, because Demetradze was lurking. Stephen McManus making his first start for Scotland. In fact, his previous international experience amounts to just a couple of minutes when he came on in the Ukraine late on. Scotland dealing with the corner, but they might have more to deal with here. Eli Alba has got himself into a good position. Oh, and it's just been diverted wide from Salakvadze, who took over the shooting responsibility. So Eli Alba will try again. Demetradze losing out to Teal. Kobiashvili, reasonable spell this for Georgia. Kizanishvili. Baduli never really had it under control. Georgia did come into this game on the back of a couple of friendly victories over Uruguay and Turkey last month. The first time they've ever beaten their Black Sea neighbours. Kobiashvili stopped in his tracks by Lee McCulloch. Skidishvili. Georgia having a decent spell of possession as we head towards the half-hour mark. Chris Boyd's goal after 11 minutes, the difference, but here's Demetradze. He's got options here. Oh, Kobiashvili nearly took it past David Weir, but the wily Weir recovered. Scotland can't keep the ball at the moment. And a free kick for Georgia. So Demetradze then will stand over this. Shashiashvili and Kizanishvili, amongst those waiting. Demetradze. Corner kick is the verdict. Kizanishvili was the nearest Georgian to it. It looked like it might have come off him, or maybe Graham Alexander. Georgia's best spell of the match, but can they make it count? Demetradze. Oh, it's a good one, and it's bobbled off the bar. Another deflection as Kizanishvili tried again to grab an equaliser. Craig Gordon didn't get too near that, and Gary Naismith didn't know anything about it as he hit him on the back of the head. Or on the shoulder even. That was awkward for Scotland. Eli Arver's corner. Oh, and Demetradze. Well, Scotland have been hanging on for a few minutes there, and they needed another save from Craig Gordon. Not for the first time foiling Demetradze. Demetradze waited, and it reached him. Craig Gordon called into action. Not sure it would have been going in anyway, because there were a couple of players on the line. But Klaus Toppmöller knows that Georgia did not really make the most of that excellent spell for them. Teal. Away by Kizanishvili. Kenny Miller chasing. Eli Arver. I suppose that might be a free kick by any chance. Demetradze, the offender. Scotland up to 16th in the FIFA World Rankings now, their highest ever position. Georgia lurking at number 85. Graham Alexander will take this free kick. In towards Lee McCulloch. Ferguson. Naismith. Skittisvili. Baduli. Ferguson and Hartley come back to sort him out, and Hartley wins it. Rayava. Another all-action performance from Paul Hartley. Kizanishvili. Alexander will get the throw off Dimitradze. Alexander, a latecomer to the international arena. He was 30 when he made his Scotland debut. Alexander pushing for promotion to the Premiership with Preston. So too is Gary Teal, who's ahead of him down that right side. Kenny Miller. Teal now with Derby County. Teal's cross. McCulloch. Boyd. Skittisvili just about kept his head then in finding his keeper Lamaya. Baduli. Skittisvili for Kobiashvili. We haven't seen much of Chodara Veladze yet. The main goal threat for Georgia was a big doubt for this game. He hasn't had much service. There he is wearing number 11, waiting edge of area. But he's had a quiet game. Boyd. Ferguson. Hartley. Got a little fortunate, but here goes Graham Alexander. Teal. Alexander. Ferguson. No way in for Miller. Free kick given against Miller. Involved in a tangle just before that with Kizanishvili, who certainly wasn't going to let him get a look in. So Miller feels rather hard done by. Given against Chris Boyd. Boyd, the scorer for Scotland. He headed home Gary Teal's cross in the 11th minute. Salakvadze. Billy. Given away rather casually. Kenny Miller now for Hartley. Then to Billy, who's already on a yellow card. Has won it back off Hartley. Georgia being a little too intricate in their attempts to clear. And it's going to be a Scotland throw. There are times when you just have to whack it away, frankly, and they weren't for doing it then. Naismith. Kizanich-Villi having to intercept. Alexander. Ferguson. Oh, and Kenny Miller in the hunt. He is the top scorer in this Scotland squad with 9. Kizanich-Villi for Demetradze. Demetradze giving David Weir the run around, still hanging in there. Oh, it's an equaliser! Shota Arveladze, the man who used to play his football in Glasgow for Rangers, returns to the city and scores an equaliser for Georgia. And it was all down to Demetradze here. David Weir just couldn't deal with him. And Arveladze nipped in front of Stephen McManus. The cross actually took a deflection off Weir, which helped. And Arveladze, well, we've been saying he'd been rather quiet, typical really. He got himself in front of McManus. And Klaus Toppmüller's Georgia have an equaliser just before half-time. And Arveladze has his 26th international goal. He's already Georgia's record scorer. But a really disappointing goal from Scotland's point of view, in the way it was conceded. Arveladze, who hasn't hardly had a kick all game, had a header there to equalise. Scotland have a chance to hit back though. McManus and Weir were certainly caught out for the goal, but they'll be in the thick of things here. Hartley takes it, and Lemire able to grab hold of it, even though David Weir was close to him. Well, Shota Arveladze had a fantastic goal-scoring record for Rangers, 57 goals in 132 games. He knows how to find the net in Glasgow, all right. To be fair to Georgia, they had worked their way back into this game. After a bright start from Scotland, the atmosphere at Hampden Park has fallen a little bit flat. Well, that won't stop them having a half-time sing-along, I'm sure, and raising their voices again for the second half. Alexander with his throw. Kobiashvili. Baduli. David Weir dealing with Demetradze that time, and in fact he's going to get a free kick. Dimitradze, the provider for Arveladze. And Weir and McLeish were certainly no match for the Georgian strikers there. Alexander. Naismith. Dimitradze, who certainly has been Georgia's best player. Ferguson will screen that. That's a poor clearance though, and Scotland struggling and toiling ahead of half-time. The flag's up for offside that time against Arveladze. Although he wasn't actually offside, but he wouldn't have got to the ball anyway. Craig Gordon gathered it. First offside of the game. On by Boyd. Naismith, Ferguson, Miller. There's going to be 1 minute added on in this first half. Scotland might be keen to hear the whistle because they've become rather ragged. Georgia would happily carry on playing the way it's gone for them over the last 20 minutes or so. Kobiashvili. Let it bounce, and you don't really want to do that. Arveladze trying to sneak in, and McLeish just about recovered. So Arveladze has come alive towards the end of the half. From the moment it bounced, though, McLeish was in a bit of bother. It's half-time at Hampden, and it was all going so well for Alex McLeish in his first game in charge. Chris Boyd's header from Gary Teal's cross after 11 minutes gave them the lead, and they had other chances to score as well, but Shota Arveladze, who used to play in Glasgow for Rangers, sneaked an equaliser after Dimitradze set him up just before the break. Georgia had certainly come back into the game by a fair distance, and at half-time at Hampden in this European Championship qualifier, it's Scotland 1, Georgia 1. This is Ian Crocker welcoming you back to Hampden Park, where Scotland and Georgia are level at 1 apiece. Georgia equalising just before half-time through Shota Arveladze. Scotland had been pretty impressive for the opening half hour or so, taking the lead through Chris Boyd. But Georgia had fired in a few warnings. Then they got their equaliser, and now they're making a change. And they're going to bring on Jogita Gogua, who could well be playing his football in Scotland next season. He nearly joined Hearts in January, but there were problems with his work permit, and with a problem with his necklace at the moment as well. But Hearts may well come back in to have a go again in the summer. He's taking the place of Mentashashvili, who was the only player to receive a yellow card in the first half. Well, he should have known that he's not allowed to wear that. But now this change can take place, the only change for the start of the second half. Gogua is on in place of Mentashashvili. Scotland then ready to start the second half in this Group B qualifier for the European Championships, the finals to be held in Austria and Switzerland next year. The 50,000 Scottish fans here have been having a right good sing-along during the break. Even though their team were pegged back to 1-1, it really stops them here. And they need to get behind their side in this second half, because Georgian spirits will be considerably lifted by that Arveladze equaliser. Dimitriadze was certainly a prominent player for Georgia in the first half. Here he is again. Set up the goal for Arveladze. Kobiashvili, Baduli, Gary Naismith winning his 33rd cap today. Would have been a lot more, but for a succession of injuries. Chris Boyd's got himself a free kick. This is the first ever meeting between these two countries. Georgia only gained independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. But they've avoided each other up until now. Gary Naismith takes the free kick. Lemaya's come a long way and unchallenged. Boyd up against Kizanishvili, who gets the free kick. Flag was up for offside. Zurab Kizanishvili played his football in Scotland for Dundee and Rangers before heading south of the border, where he is currently with Blackburn. Craig Gordon's kick. Lee McCulloch challenging, now Kenny Miller. Miller not giving it up just yet, but across comes Shashiashvili. Here he is. Well, Demetradze had to leave that because he might well have been offside. Shashiashvili wasn't, but couldn't keep it in anyway. Kobiashvili complaining. Scotland haven't lost a European Championship qualifier on home soil since England beat them in a playoff in 1999. Kenny Miller will get a free kick, no doubt about that. Caught by Shashiashvili. The officials today, all Danish. After a promising start, Scotland finding the going a little tough now. Kenny Miller. Gary Naismith's cross. Boyd in there. Lemire, the keeper, came for it. Hartley! Over and out from Paul Hartley. Well, he likes coming for these, Lemire. It wasn't a very effective punch, but Hartley skied it. Just the one international goal so far for Paul Hartley. That came in Slovenia 18 months ago. Boyd helps it on. Now McCulloch. It's going to be a corner off Salakvadze. And that's got the Scotland fans going again. David Weir and Stephen McManus will come up from the back. Hartley goes shortish to Ferguson. Hartley and Ferguson combining. McCulloch in there and McManus in there. And it's safely in the hands of Lemire for Georgia. Georgia looking to ask some questions again of Scotland. Demetradze. Well, they can't get it away yet. David Weir will now, though. Ferguson. Ferguson sidestepping a few. Alexander. Ferguson. Hartley. Naismith. That's poor from Gary Naismith. Better from Naismith, up towards Boyd. Drops from McCulloch. Kobiashvili. Free kick for Georgia. We have two captains colliding, Ferguson and Kobiashvili. Also in this group today, Lithuania face France and the Faroes face the Ukraine. Italy not in action today, but they play Scotland in Bari on Wednesday. Boyd now. Gary Teal. He set up one goal for Boyd, who put his hand out there. Arveladze, the goal scorer for Georgia. Foul by Ferguson on his former Rangers teammate, Arveladze. Kobiashvili. Dimitradze, who's been oh so lively for Georgia. And he's got himself into a shooting position here. Dimitradze taking the long way round. It's back in by Baduli. Craig Gordon's going to grab hold of that, but Dimitradze certainly had them worried then. Alexander. Teal. Skidishvili. Alexander. Ferguson. Nothing breaking for Scotland. But Dooley breaking for Georgia. We hear he's about to be replaced. Ten minutes gone in the second half. It's been a little scrappy as Georgia prepared to bring on David Siradzi, who scored a winner for them against Turkey last month in a friendly. Well, they've already made one change at half-time with Gagua coming on. Siradzi is about to join him. Teal. Teal's cross. It's gathered by Lamaya. The Georgian keeper who plays his football in the second division in Germany with Karl Zeiss Jena. Georgia have lost their last 3 games in the group, and here they are holding Scotland, the group leaders. Baduli, who's about to come off. It's fast becoming a frustrating afternoon for Scotland. Here comes that change then. Baduli, replaced by Siradzi, who is going to make his competitive debut for Georgia, having got a famous winner for them against the Turks last month. So Siradzi comes on. And Georgia only have one change left to make now. Scotland on their bench today. Outfield players have Graham Murty of Reading, Christian Daly of West Ham, Scott Severin of Aberdeen, Craig Beattie of Celtic, Sean Maloney of Aston Villa, and Scott Brown of Hibs. Hartley now for Naismith, and we hear that Scott Brown will be coming on soon. Hartley's given it away. Here's Siradzi just on as a sub. Oh, Siradzi got it across. Anxious again for Scotland. Gary Teal hasn't been able to get into it in the second half, but he's found Ferguson. Miller keeping a hold of it. Ferguson. Now Teal. Poor delivery from Gary Teal. And a high boot. Was it from Lee McCulloch? Yes. Shashiashvili on the receiving end. And that could be Gary Teal's last contribution with Scott Brown waiting in the wings. It wasn't much of a contribution if so, although he did set up the goal for Chris Boyd in the 11th minute. Lee McCulloch showing the studs. Scott Brown of Hibs is going to win only his second cap. Alex McLeish's first match in charge. The last three Scotland managers all lost their first games in charge. Craig Brown, Bertie Vokes and Walter Smith. Brown's going to have to wait. McCulloch. Well, Shashiashvili hadn't been allowed back on. Miller! Beaten away. Scotland made the most of the fact that Shashiashvili was off the field having had treatment. But Kenny Miller, well, he's had so many chances in the past month or so for Celtic that he hasn't taken, and he's had a few today that he hasn't taken. Gary Teal's game is over, but he did make a telling early contribution in providing the cross for Chris Boyd's goal. But he hasn't got into it at all in the second half, and on will come Scott Brown, who last weekend on this ground won the League Cup with Hibs, an emphatic 5-1 win over Kilmarnock. Happy Hampden memories for Brown, who has had another excellent season at Hibs, and he could well be making a move to the old firm in the summer. But will it be with Celtic or with Rangers? He's certainly a fine player, although sometimes his temperament can be questioned. Alex McLeish won 77 caps as a player. Now he's in charge after a successful stint in charge of Rangers. Some would argue with that, but he did win 7 trophies in his 4.5 years at a time when they didn't have a lot of money to spend, as they had done in the past. Siradzi. Referee happy to let that go. Hartley now for Boyd. And a total miscue from Chris Boyd. It doesn't always come off for the master marksman. Well, he scored twice against Bulgaria last summer and twice against the Faroes, and once here today. Over an hour played at Hampden Park. It was all going so well for Scotland, but Georgia grafted and crafted their way to an equaliser. Boyd. And the Danish referee is going to take action here, is he? Or is it just going to be a word of warning for Salak Vadzi? Just a warning. Oh no, he is going to show a yellow card. Salak Vadzi joins Shashiashvili in the book, although the latter has since been substituted. Demetradze ensuring that Hartley wasn't about to take a quick free kick. I don't think the referee would have allowed it anyway. Georgia complaining that Scotland has stolen a yard or two on this free kick. Hartley takes it, and McCulloch with a foul. Lee McCulloch often provides an aerial threat. He was the target on the far post. Free kick given, and it was painful for, I think it's Kizanishvili, is it, who's felt the force of that. An awkward fall. Painful. McLeish alongside Andy Watson, who worked with him too at Rangers. Klaus Toppmöller. It's quite a character. It will be of some concern to him here as to how serious this injury might be. Kizanishvili certainly taking a sore one, but he should be okay. Of course, the rule says that he's got to trudge all the way around the field to come on at the side. Anyway, play resumes. Scotland and Georgia locked together at 1-1 in this European Championship qualifier in the Hampden Park sunshine. Scotland unable to find their rhythm. Kizanishvili has been allowed back on. That looks could kill. Free kick conceded by Chris Boyd. Go to Arveladze, who scored Georgia's equaliser. Looking for the flick on, Siransi ahead of him. Alexander. Boyd losing out. Gugua. Free kick given against him. It's not pretty at the moment. Scotland trying to find their way again. Naismith. Boyd. Kept in check by Kizanishvili. Gugua. Cut out by Alexander. Ferguson. Stephen McManus, who's had a terrific season for Celtic, although he was sent off playing for them last weekend at Falkirk. Celtic making hard work of clinching the Scottish title. They will do it one day, but that day keeps getting pushed back. Alexander, Ferguson, Scott Brown, on as a sub, Boyd, Lee McCulloch. McCulloch's shot was blocked by Demetranzi. Naismith's cross is duly dealt with. Here's Kobiashvili and Arveladze. Held up by McCulloch, who is still looking for his first international goal. A quarter of the game to go. Scott Brown. Alexander. Skittisvili. He's been allowed to make considerable progress here. He's poked it wide, and there are other options available to Skittisvili. But Scotland just let him keep coming. And he could have slipped Siradzi in then, and had he done so, Georgia may well have taken the lead. You get the impression they certainly feel they can win this game anyway. But that was wasted really by Skittisvili, who plays his football in Greece with Panionios. Chris Boyd left a foot in there on Shashiashvili. Surprised they let Chris Boyd get off with this. Shashiashvili then, off receiving treatment at the moment. Once again, Georgia are coming at Scotland, but David Weir stands firm against Siradzi. Alexander Brown. Naismith. Siradzi. Just over 20 minutes left at Hampden. Hartley. Kenny Miller setting it up here for Boyd! Off the bar from Boyd! And nothing doing from the rebound. Scotland struggling to open up the Georgians in this second half, but they did so here. Miller of Celtic teed it up for Boyd of Rangers. So close to his second of the game. But it's got the crowd believing. And it's got Gary Naismith believing. Great cross! And Boyd somehow failed to connect. And normally you would bank on him in those kind of situations. Chris Boyd has scored time and again from there. The Rangers, when Alex McLeish was in charge, how did he not get a touch on that? Fresh air shot from Boyd, and McLeish can't believe it. He's exactly the man you'd want in that position. Skittisvili clears. Well, it's a pretty open game for an international. Skittisvili. Georgia are threatening themselves, that's for sure. Here's Demetradze. And they won't give it up yet. Kagua. Siradzi got a head to it, but that'll be a goal kick. He's still wondering about the one that got away, Chris Boyd. Scotland are warming up Craig Beattie, the Celtic striker. The Tartan Army finds another chorus of Flower and Scotland to try and inspire their team. Alexander. Brown available to the right, but Alexander goes to the left, and Naismith. McCulloch. McCulloch did well to deliver. Scott Brown and Boyd both going for it. Gathered by Lamaya. Kobiashvili for Demetradze. Skitishvili cleverly shakes off Ferguson and looks for Avaladze. The Georgians remaining potent themselves, as both these sides look for a winner at Hampden. Both goals came in the first half. Shota Avaladze's header cancelling out Chris Boyd's header. Georgia looking to stop the rot of 3 straight defeats in this qualifying group, but they were against the 3 most fancied teams, France, Italy and Ukraine. The 3 most fancied teams, although of course it's Scotland who are on top of the group at the moment. Gary Naismith will take this. Just over a quarter of an hour remaining. Flipped on by Weir. Alexander pops it back. Helped on by Boyd. Miller. Alexander. Poor centre cut out by Kobiashvili. Skitishvili now. Gagua, oh, he's lost it. Scott Brown on a search for Scotland. Brown, and crudely taken out. Free kick in a promising position for Scotland. Salukvadze with a crude challenge on Brown. And what can Scotland do with this? Paul Hartley, more than capable. What a massive moment in this game. 15 minutes left at Hampden Park. Scotland 1, Georgia 1. Can Paul Hartley find his range? Hartley straight against the wall. Sums up a frustrating second half in particular for the Scots, who are going to make another change. They're going to take off Chris Boyd, the goal scorer, and they're going to bring on Craig Beattie. So it's going to be an all-Celtic strike force of Beattie and Miller. Boyd, who scored the first and very nearly scored again, and very nearly scored again, and should have in fact. He's replaced. Gets a word from Roy Aitken on his way off. In comes Craig Beattie, who is certainly a marauding striker who won't give Georgia any peace. Brown's been taken out again. Another free kick for Scotland. And it's in a handy place for Paul Hartley. Beattie just on. Hampden Park holds its breath. Hartley's free kick away by Suradze. It comes to Graham Alexander, who can hit them but wanted time to steady himself and was duly snuffed out. Given away carelessly. Here's Gagua, who could be heading for Hearts in the summer, nearly did in January. Gagua hurt, but now he hasn't got the free kick. He's made a miraculous recovery. Demetradze. On back by McCulloch. Miller, tigerish and tenacious. Alexander, McCulloch, Kenny Miller, charged down by Salikvadze. It's retrieved by David Weir. Now Ferguson, Hartley. Ferguson, Beattie, rather late fall from Craig Beattie, certainly wasn't going to bring him a free kick. Arveladze, Shashiashvili, McManus for Hartley, McCulloch, Ferguson, Miller, Alexander, Brown, Beattie, well, Beattie's going to get a free kick, given away by Kizanishvili. The Georgians less than impressed with some of these decisions that are going Scotland's way. Stephen McManus will come up. Scored a few goals for Celtic from these kind of positions. David Weir also there with Beattie and McCulloch and Miller. Scotland looking for a break, looking for a goal. Hartley tries again then. David Weir is going to be first to it. Naismith. Kenny Miller. And Miller setting it up for Scott Brown. McCulloch let it go, but Alexander's going to struggle to get to that. Gugu went with him and Scotland get the verdict. We're inside the last 10 minutes at Hampden Park. It's 1-1. Alexander's throw. McCulloch will settle for a corner kick. These Scots are having a good spell here. A win would take them up to 12 points in the group. Paul Hartley's corner. David Weir maintaining Scotland's interest. Shkitishvili clears it. High into the sky from Naismith. Ferguson. Hartley wasting no time. McCulloch! It's wide. From Lee McCulloch of Wigan Athletic, who was wanted by Rangers in the transfer window. Wigan refusing to budge though, refusing to accept Rangers' offer. Time is running out if Alex McLeish is going to record a victory in his first game in charge. And there's no doubt about it, this would be a blow for Scotland after their impressive start to the qualifying campaign. Beat the Faroes 6-0, won 2-1 in Lithuania, and then beat France here 1-0 before suffering their first defeat in the group in the Ukraine. Beattie leaves it for Brown. And it just went the wrong side of Hartley, who'd advanced to the edge of the area. Naismith will steer that back to Gordon. Ferguson. Miller. Brown. Alexander. Georgia on the back foot. Ferguson. Beattie. Miller and Hartley in there. No favourable bounce for Scotland though. $50,850 watching at Hampden Park. And Scotland, of course, will take thousands to Italy in midweek. Kagua now. Georgia looking for a winner themselves. Oh, Demetradze firing wide. He has been a serious threat to Scotland all afternoon. More so in the first half than the second. Always going wide, but once again he prized an opening. Miller. Skitishvili for Siradzi. Kagua up against Alexander. Kagua. And it's going to be a corner for Georgia. Alexander having to deal with that with 5 minutes left. Some concern here for the Scots. Georgia know that a win here today would haul them back into some sort of contention in the group. It's going to be a yellow card for Demetradze for taking his time to go and take the corner. Touch of time wasting. Demetradze didn't look too bothered about it, mind you. Kobiashvili. Kenny Miller with him. Just seemed to take a dive then, Kobiashvili. Goal kick is the verdict. I don't know why Georgia didn't bother to lob that one in the box. Klaus Toppmuller's team closing in on a point at Hampden against the group leaders Scotland. The Scots hoping for a late flourish. Ilayava. Sent back by Alexander. Beattie. Lamaya will claim. Georgian goalkeeper is currently involved in a relegation battle at the bottom of the German second division. Many of these Georgians play for big clubs in Europe. Only a handful of them. Demetradze forced into a corner. Ferguson. Free kick is given to Scotland. The last big effort required from the Scots if they are to make it 4 wins out of 5 in this European Championship qualifying group. They know they have to make the most of their home games. Trip to Italy to come on Wednesday. Alexander. Meyer, well, he could have called that really, but like a lot of continental keepers, he elected to punch it. This is Siradzi as Georgia break. Terrible centre though, went well away from Arveladze, and that could have been a decent opportunity for Georgia to nick a win. Scotland still looking the favourites to grab 3 points. Beattie. Alexander will deliver. Miller and McCulloch. Naismith. Miller. And is it going to go in here? Yes, it is. Craig Beattie has come off the bench to score his first international goal and to maybe win it for Scotland with a couple of minutes left. Who'd have thought it? McCulloch couldn't do much with it. Naismith could. Miller flicked it on, and Beattie pounced to score what could be such a crucial goal for Scotland. It's not been easy, especially in this second half, but they've kept going, and they've kept going. Better late than never. Craig Beattie may well have given Alex McLeish a winning start as Scotland manager. Beattie winning only his third cap, scores his first international goal, and Scotland are set to move on to 12 points in this group. They could be joined on 12 by France, who play in Lithuania. Hang on a minute though, well, there could be another equaliser coming. Demetratsia got himself into a decent position, and Scotland, well, they never make it easy for themselves, that's for sure, and they've got a corner to contend with here as we move into injury time. Scotland are going to waste a bit of time by making another change, but they nearly got caught napping again here. Flick on from Arveladze, and Demetratsia unable to sneak in. David Weir alert to the threat. In comes the corner in stoppage time. And there's going to be 4 minutes added on. Kizanishvili. Gagua. Oh, he's made room for the cross. Siradzi. And away by McManus. Georgia will probably feel they've done enough to get a point today, but they may well be denied. Kenny Miller, who had a part to play in that winning goal with a flick on for Beattie, is going to be replaced by Sean Maloney, formerly of Celtic. But just as Kenny Miller arrived at Celtic, Sean Maloney was going out the other door to Aston Villa, where he was reunited with the former Celtic manager Martin O'Neill, although he's hardly figured for Villa. Skitishvili has been replaced by David Mujiri as Georgia look for an equaliser. Scotland destined to make it 4 wins out of 5 in this group before they head to Italy to play in Bari on Wednesday. Brown. Still a couple of minutes of stoppage time to go. Brown. Beattie. Well, he's stumbled there. Seems to do that quite a lot, Craig Beattie. But it is he who has got the goal. That may well get Scotland believing in themselves even further as they look to qualify for a major tournament for the first time since the '98 World Cup. Scotland more than happy to keep it in this half of the field. 50,000 passionate fans know that their team are close to victory here. They've had to work for it. And Georgia may well feel a little hard done by, but Scotland did look the more likely team to snatch a winner in the closing stages, and it looks like that is exactly what they've done. Alexander. Beattie. Free kick for Georgia, and last chance really for them because there's a matter of 30 seconds left. Alex McLeish would quite like to hear the whistle. Set to become the first Scotland manager to win his first game in charge since Tommy Docherty in 1971. There was a yellow card flash there. It may well have been at Ferguson. Anyway, Georgia on the attack. Siradzi dug out by McCulloch. Kobiasvili. Last chance for Georgia, and they're going to get a free kick. Beattie's challenge. The 4 minutes of added on time are up. This has got to be Georgia's last chance. Trust Scotland not to make it easy for themselves. It's going to be left to the substitute Majiri. It's now or never for Georgia. Majiri's free kick is cleared, and Scotland have won. It's a winning start for Alex McLeish in his first game as manager. They toiled at times after a really good start to the match in which Chris Boyd gave them an early lead. They were pegged back by Georgia. Shota Arveladze with an equaliser. Former Rangers player scoring on his return to Glasgow. But Craig Beattie of Celtic came off the bench, an international rookie, and it was he who sneaked a very late winner. And these fans are believing in their national team again. Scotland move on to 12 points in the group. They will stay top, whatever happens with the French and Lithuania. And it's given them another big boost before they head to Bari on Wednesday to face Italy, who are now 5 points behind the Scots. The Italians will be getting a little worried. But Alex McLeish able to carry on the good work of Walter Smith. Although for a long time in that second half it looked like it was going to be a frustrating scoreline for Scotland. They left it late. Craig Beattie, their match winner, and Scotland stay on course for a place in the European Championship finals of 2008 in Austria and in Switzerland. It ends here at Hampden Park. Scotland 2, Georgia 1.